What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this double comic book review. So we're going to be talking Batman number 28 and Deathstroke number 22. So it has been a very densely packed comic book day today in Wednesday, and you know what, it's been a really good one. I've not read everything, but I've read the two comics really which I was really looking forward to the most would be Batman 28 and Deathstroke number 22, because the war of jokes and riddles is heating up after a nice little kind of intermission in the last issue, where we learn just what happened and how did Kite Man become, well, Kite Man. And of course, Deathstroke number 22, which has been incredibly interesting as he is now, you know, a hero. So that, first of all, let's discuss Batman number 28. Now, the war of jokes and riddles has been really interesting. It has been heating up throughout the pages of Batman the last couple of weeks. And the Riddler versus the Joker is something I've been very interested to see. And to me, when we saw the Riddler in New 52, it was early on, or it was kind of in Batman's career, and we never got to learn more about the Riddler. And I love this kind of new sort of take on the Riddler, and so far it really has not disappointed. However, this issue was not centric upon either of the characters which we have seen go to war over the last few issues, and it's more actually about Batman and Catwoman along with the Battle of the Snipers. Now, fan favourites Deathstroke and Deadshot, they had a kind of battle in this war which proved to be one of the most interesting of things. And it kind of was the decider of absolutely everything in this war. It has been very big, and this battle looked stunning. And it was, I love kind of like the idea of these two characters kind of waging their 5-day battle across Gotham City and actually trying to take each other down, as they've both been tasked with taking down the Batman. And the artwork and everything that we saw, I love the kind of splash pages where we see battles and we've got Batman's kind of voice around it, his kind of exposition, his story of what is going on as he explains to Catwoman. I absolutely love that kind of way of storytelling, and I think it looks really good. It does kind of give a big insight without having to have loads of panels, loads of dialogue. We just have one where the two guys are just fighting, and it's just a really kind of testament to the artist of this issue. And I would highly recommend picking this up. If you are watching this video and you're interested by the title, I would highly recommend picking up the previous issues, because they have been absolutely stunning. And a lot of people haven't been really liking Tom King's run. I Am Gotham, the Suicide storyline, the Bane storyline. I can understand where you're coming from, because it's a hell of a lot different from Scott Snyder. But I think he's done a really good job. And I think this here will be his magnum opus, this war of jokes and riddles. It just shows Batman absolutely powerless. However, by the end of the issue, Batman is no longer powerless. He has absolutely caved in Deadshot's skull in frustration that he cannot save everyone. And this war, this battle of the snipers, actually killed 62 people. So it's a testament as just to how powerful these two snipers are, these two mercenaries. And I love the fact that Batman couldn't actually do anything. He's only been in Gotham solving crimes and stopping supervillains for a year, and this is way beyond anything he can actually do. So I love that dynamic there, where he's had to stalk them for 5 days and wait for them to slip up, and then he struck, which I thought was really good. He shows that Batman isn't all brute strength. He can actually kind of use his brain and use his kind of powers, sort of powers. Well, he is technically a metahuman now, kind of, sort of, but not. I've got a video on that on my channel as well, which you can check out. But obviously, he wasn't actually a metahuman here, because this is obviously a prologue, or it's a flashback to his earlier times. He didn't get the Dionysium in his blood yet. However, it was a fantastic issue, a fab issue, and I love the fact that the feds was sent in, and both the Joker and the Riddler they didn't care. They didn't care at all because they know they're more powerful than any of them. The only person who can actually stop them would be the Batman. But the Batman, he can't stop them just yet because he's still new at what he is actually doing. And it is a stunning issue, a really, really good read. I'm excited to see where this will lead to. And I'm hoping that after that we can see where Batman will actually move to next. But Detective Comics has been really interesting as well if you want a Batman story that is in the modern time and not in a flashback story just like this issue of the Batman. However, we'll move on to Deathstroke number 22. Now this has proved to be a lot of fun. Team Defiance is well and truly underway. Deathstroke has had a turn of... He's realised when he went into the Speed Force that, well, he is more than a mercenary. He's more than what he's been doing in the past. And now this is it. And I love the fact that Deathstroke has engineered this whole entire thing to get his brand new team together. He's engineered all of this battle, these Radiant men as well. And, well, he's caused all of this mess. Now, what's curious is we've got the subplot of the person that was killed in the airport. Not that I'm not really interested in that storyline. We've got 3 plot threads running at once. We've got Dr. Light. We've got the actual kind of Team Defiance fighting. And we've got the whole thing with the guy that was killed last issue. But I'm not too sure if I really care about a lot of those plot threads. The interesting thing is Dr. Light. Now, I'm not too sure why. I didn't really understand why Deathstroke actually went to Dr. Light. It was kind of weird that he went there. He does actually want help because it does seem like Deathstroke has had some run-ins and he's got to kind of pay some debts from his mercenary world, a hangover of his mercenary career. But it seems like he's manipulating Dr. Light into becoming a villain again. And if he is manipulating everything, then I guess he does actually need a villain. And will he be actually manipulating Dr. Light to be the villain that Defiance needs to get on the world stage? Now, obviously, CNN, of course, all people were actually watching all of this. They were covering everything, all of this fight. And I love the fact that he slaps the US ambassador at the end with the bill. And this is very much a team thing, and this feels a lot more like Justice League comics where it's literally just a team fighting for a whole issue, and that is really it for this. That is where they're going with Deathstroke. However, he has got a lot of things and spinning a lot of plates as well, so I'm not too sure where they're going to go with him, what is going on with Dr. Light. It seems like they bigged up Dr. Light and they hinted at him quite a lot, simply for him just to be a backroom player or someone who just appears once in one issue and that is it. So it's kind of strange that they're actually going to do that, but I expect they will. He will come in to be a villain and then they will take him down, which will be pretty cool. And I love the fact that Dr. Light is just sitting there watching TV, contemplating what he wants to do next. Of course, Terra is on the team as well, and will Terra actually turn on the team? We don't know, but, well, she was implanted by Deathstroke's ex-wife for this whole thing, so it's not looking good, really, if that is going to happen. However, it was a fantastic issue. I think having 3 plot threads running was just a tad too much, especially if you're trying to introduce the team dynamics here with everything. But that is it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.